up, everybody out in nature? Can't you join me so that we can do it? We're gonna start with chairs. Up now. 10 reps. That's how we are doing it. Don't rush. You need to do it slowly. 10 sets for 3 reps. You can do it naturally without no means. I'll help you to achieve your goals. I'm giving you scout. You can do it for your home. So the first. Good.
We're going to delve into what is going on in northern Ghana once again, but first I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share, click the bell notification, and please consider sponsoring us on our new Patreon account, link in the description. Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Nagropian. In today's video, ES yesterday released another video, and the video was essentially an update of her status and the status of the Bonsu Micro Village to reassure her supporters that all is well and that things are continuing to go the way that they had originally planned it, to have this Bonsu Micro Village opening up this summer. It was supposed to reassure them. It was supposed to give them a boost of confidence, because confidence had been waning over what happened back at Prince Ayoko's compound in late December. So what's wrong with that, you might be asking? Well, nothing's wrong with that, okay? I was watching the video and I said, this is good, everything is going to plan. About halfway through this 5-minute video, something struck me.
Support and help me right here in the vicinity of where our project. Take care of all of our water needs. You're gonna text me that number, right? So that I can have the number. Yeah. I'll have my own connections now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give the number to you.
Really?
You connect him.
Okay.
Thank you. Call the guy.
I knew I had seen his face somewhere before. Yes, this is ES's new business partner. And really, when it all dawned on me earlier on this morning, I thought, oh my gosh, is she really doing this? Yes, she is. She has gone into her business endeavors at the Bonsu Micro Village with the same man who she went out with on this New Year's Eve. Okay, the guy that she's been training with, the personal trainer. I couldn't believe it when I saw him. So in this video, ES starts to talk about her replacing her team with a new team to complete the project at the Bonsu Micro Village. She doesn't go into specifics. However, when I was watching the video, about halfway through it, this happens.
And you were tuned in to Eats, Love, Migrate. So I'm currently here in northern Ghana building a little micro village. It first began with me building this house to the altercations that were occurring. Unfortunately, I have to build an entirely new team. To give thanks to my ancestors and the universe, Allah, God, whatever you want to call it, for shining their light down on me to bring me people in my life that still support and help me right here in the vicinity of where our project. Take care of all of our water needs. You're gonna text me that number, right? So that I can have the number. Yeah. I'll have my own connections now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give the number to you.
Really?
You connect him.
Okay.
Thank you. Call the guy.
If you listen to what they were talking about with one another in the video, they start to talk about this water guy, who I'm assuming was a contact of the personal trainer, who is standing there and who is overseeing the water filling operations. So this, of course, sets alarm bells ringing in my mind. Of course, she is restarting this project, this Bonsu Micro Village project, but she's doing it in a more smart way. She is disassociating herself not just with Prince Ayoko, but with the whole of his team. Because she knows that if Prince Ayoko says one thing, if Prince Ayoko doesn't like something that he sees, he can easily click his fingers and everybody would shut down. So she now has a new team that is completely under her control. This is, of course, a much better situation for ES. It means that she is now in the driving seat. But the reality is, Prince Ayoko could still cause trouble if he wanted to. So this begs the question, why would she bring this guy, this personal trainer, back into the frame? Why would she bring him to the Bonsu Micro Village and have him pick up where the prince had left off? Once again, this is not a smart move by ES. I said this in the last videos when I was speaking about the whole prolava that happened up in Prince Ayoko's compound. I said, listen, what they need to do is part their ways, both business wise and personal relationship wise. It needs to be a clean break, and what I mean by clean is by there is nothing going on between these two. Okay, so if this is really ES's land, like Prince Ayoko says, and she has all the paperwork, then he should have absolutely nothing to do with what is happening up there in the Bonsu Micro Village right now. However, I couldn't help but think that having this handsome, athletic, good-looking guy coming on your video, being posted to your YouTube channel, and then afterwards having all these women mentioning how good-looking he is, I cannot help but think that that can't be affecting the prince, who usually has his ego stroked by two women, both his wives. I can't imagine that this is going to go down well. This leaves a potential atom bomb of a situation to come not too long in the future. I can see something happening where explosives are going to go off once again, because this situation was volatile anyway, right? And it only happened 4 weeks ago, right? So there's still going to be animosity between both the prince and ES, and now we've got a third guy, a third element to this equation in this personal trainer who seems to be having more of a firm foothold when it comes to operations at the Bonsu Micro Village. He's there. You saw him yourself. He's helping out. He's using his contacts to do particular things around the project. And the prince, he's supposed to be royalty. He's royalty, for heaven's sakes. He's been kicked out, right? Out of the Bonsu Micro Village. Okay, the Bonsu Micro Village may not be his land, but I can almost guarantee you that his elders probably own the land that is surrounding it anyway. That's how they got to sell it to her in the first place. This is not good. This is not good at all. Why is she doing this? Why? Why out of all the people does she choose to take the help and the contacts and everything else from a man who she is more than likely sleeping with? ES has a problem. She has a massive problem with separating personal and business relationships. When it comes to business and personal, both of these two things go hand in hand. She believes that when she is with a man, that he is supposed to provide. But does that go in terms of business as well? Oh, I want a business. Okay, the man is supposed to provide. No, that's not the case. Okay, that is not the case. If you're sleeping with a woman, fair enough. Okay, you are supposed to pay for the meals when you go out. You are supposed to make sure that she's taken care of, that she's safe, that she is warm, in a comfortable place where she can take care of herself. if you're sleeping with the woman, does that necessarily mean that you need to take care of her business that she wanted to start up? Huh? Does that make you responsible? No, of course it doesn't. But the thing is that these two people had an agreement with one another. Okay? They had an agreement with one another to make sure that this project went ahead and that they both contributed towards this project. Okay? ES more than likely contributed monetarily, and Prince Ayoko contributed with manpower and resources. So the business side of this relationship was a joint venture between both of them. And you can see in that video that I just showed you that ES does not see it that way. Okay? She sees that once she provides a man with what's between her legs, that she gets to ask for anything. Anything, and that includes the business. And that just isn't the case. It's irresponsible. It's not very dignified. People are starting to look at ES in a different light now. And it's really sad. Once again, ES has put herself in another volatile situation where you could just tell if one little spark goes off, the whole of that village is going to go up, hopefully in metaphorical flames. There is no turning back for ES now. I don't even want to hazard a guess, but let's just say very soon the turd is going to hit the fan once again. It is, and everybody knows this is going to happen. And it wouldn't have happened. It would not have happened, right, if ES had have just showed up at the Bonsu Micro Village and got to work for the next 4 weeks, put her head down and done the things that she could do by herself. Keep the man, this personal trainer, off the property altogether. Don't post any pictures of him. Don't post any videos of him. Don't post any videos of him having a laugh, building the project that her ex-fiance was building. I mean, this is so ridiculous. It's a ridiculous situation, and she continues to blame other people for this. It's everybody else's fault that she put herself in this situation, but it's not. If ES wants to know the person who's at fault for putting herself continuously in this situation, all she needs to do is look into a mirror. They say that time heals. Well, if that's the case, then all ES needs to do is give this situation more time. Okay? She was literally in a physical fight with her former business partner only 4 weeks ago, and now she's back at the Bonsu Micro Village with the other man who the prince says is responsible for all this situation. Could she have not have just waited? I was right. Back in December I said that she doesn't have any other place to go to. This is the stark reality of her situation. Okay, she has thrown it all in. She's played her last card. She needed to rectify this problem one way or another, because where else was she going to go? The thing is, Prince Ayoko knows this. Prince Ayoko knows this. So either she has worked his magic on her so that she could manipulate him into accepting her to come back to the Bonsu Micro Village with the man that she's in a relationship with one way or another, and get to work on the project that you could see him. You've seen pictures of Prince Ayoko with always muddy, always dirty, because he's always grafting. So he was there at the Bonsu Micro Village along with his associates, who I'm assuming didn't get paid a lot of money for doing what they were doing. So all of a sudden you've got this dashingly handsome, tall, dark, Tonka He's a tonker, innit? Have you seen him? Yeah, you know, smiling away with the full set of white teeth. Oh, good dear. I didn't really want to do this, but let's do it. Let's compare them both. Let's take a look at them. Oh dear. Look at this. Oh, Prince Ayoko has a problem on his hands, doesn't he? Yeah, if I was Prince Ayoko, I'd be vexed. I'd be vexed, but I'm not Prince Ayoko. So what do you guys think about this situation? Do you think that she should have just left the whole Bonsu Micro Village project behind? Should she have moved back to America? Just forgotten about the whole situation? Should she have perhaps started anew somewhere else, perhaps back in Tanzania or in Sierra Leone? Let me know in the comments section below. It would be really good to hear from you. So that's all I've got time for today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'd like to give an extra special thank you to my Patreon supporters. Till the next time, please think twice. Tawara a bit.